My name is Katie, and I want to welcome you to JB University. I am one of the Jolly Bodies coaches, and I'm so excited to be here to tell you a little bit about our strong format. So, today we're going to be talking about what is strong and what to expect when you come to one of the classes. So, strong is one of our workouts that is a zero impact, 100% strength training class. Now, in this class, we are going to be mastering the Fab Five. That's push, pull, hinge, lunge, and squat. In this class, we focus a lot on technique, so your coach is going to be giving you a lot of technical cues. And it's really important that we're present and we're focused to make the most of those. Strong is the perfect class for somebody who wants to develop a really great foundation for movement. One thing that I love about Strong is you can take any of these techniques and apply them in any of our Jolly Bodies classes. So let's talk a little bit about how we build muscle. So each strong workout is comprised of 25 minutes of targeted resistance training. These workouts are designed to help you increase strength and hypertrophy, which is just a fancy way of saying making your muscles bigger. So one of the ways that we do that is by focusing on form and technique. If we are executing these movements well, we're going to get stronger faster. We're loading the muscles correctly to get the right stimulus to grow that muscle. That is why your coach is so focused on making sure you know not just how you're moving, but why the good form is important for that movement. Another way that we build muscle and strength in Strong is by focusing on the mind-muscle connection. What that means is truly thinking about the muscles you're working. Building muscle is a neurological process. It really starts from having your neurons building up in those muscles, creating more stimulus, and building more power for each movement. So really, you can get stronger just by thinking about it. How cool is that? One of the core principles that we use to help build strength is progressive overload. This is a fancy way of saying making movements harder over time. And there are three different ways we can do this. So the first one is increasing weight, so grabbing a heavier dumbbell. The second one is increasing reps, which means doing a movement more times in a row. And the third one is changing the tempo, which means just changing how long a certain phase of the movement takes. Now, when to increase your weights. That's something we really focus on in Strong is knowing when to grab a heavier dumbbell. We use something called reps in reserve. And what that means is at the end of a set, your coach might ask you, how many more reps could you do if you were to keep going? Now, if your answer is, oh, I can only do one or two more reps, that was really challenging, you're right on target. You have the dumbbells you need. You are creating the stimulus you need to build muscle. Now, if you finish the set and you're thinking, I feel really good, I could do 3 to 5 more reps of that might be time to consider grabbing a heavier dumbbell. And the nice thing is, you don't have to commit to using that heavier dumbbell for the entire rest of the workout. You can do it for a couple reps of the next set, you can do it for the whole next set, or you can do it for the whole workout, whatever feels good to you. That weight increase might be incremental, and that is totally fine and totally normal as your body gets used to that stimulus. Now, knowing when to decrease weight is just as important. There are some physical signs, but the biggest thing that you need to look for is when your form is suffering, right? If you start seeing like a rounded back in a goblet squat or a deadlift, that's when we want to make sure that we're adjusting that weight to maintain good form. It's not about how heavy you're going, it is about the quality of the rep, okay? Another thing to look for are the physical signs like shaking or lightheadedness. We always want to prioritize safety. So if you're feeling any of these, we want to make sure you stop, take a break and get water, and then maybe change that out for a lighter dumbbell. All right, so now we've talked a little bit about the technical aspects of Strong. Let's get into what to expect when you come into your first Strong class. So your instructor's always going to greet you, say hi. When you come in, it's just like our other formats. We're going to be using the Fit Bench. All of the different equipment that you need will be set out for you and ready to go. So you don't have to worry about that. Your coach is going to start with a tip of the day. And this is an exercise that we really want to highlight for you. It might be something that's really technical or something that would help provide a good foundation for other movements. We're going to give you a lot of technical cues about all of the movements in strong, but what's nice about the tip of the day is we really get to have you focus in on that one thing in a more quiet, calm atmosphere before we start into the workout so you can really absorb what we're saying. Now, focus is a really important part of strong. I talked about that mind-muscle connection earlier. It's so important that we are focused and really clued in as we take this class. So your coach is going to ask you to turn your cell phone on silent. I like to tell people to flip it over so we can't even see those notifications coming in. We're going to try to eliminate side conversations and be present in the room. I like to think of strong as my mindfulness exercise, right? I am present, I am focused, I am here, so I can really absorb and apply all of that amazing technical knowledge that your coach is going to give you. So the workouts in Strong are designed based on a split training schedule that follows the rest of the Jolly Body studio. So Monday is a lower body day, Tuesday's upper body, Wednesday is core, Thursday, we hit lower again, and we round out the week with another upper body day. Now, because we have 2 lower and 2 upper body days, doesn't mean we're hitting the same muscle groups. For those 2 lower body days, on Mondays, we might hit glutes and quads. On Thursday, we might hit inner thighs and hamstrings. So we're always offering variety in our workouts, but not chaos. One of the principles of strength training is repetition, right? Strength training is a skill and it requires a lot of practice to get good and to get strong. So while you'll see a lot of different exercises to help keep us engaged and keep the workouts interesting, you'll see the same movement patterns repeated because that is one of the most important principles of strength training. Again, we're looking at variety over chaos. So with these workouts, we're going to have about 4 to 6 movements typically per workout. There's not a lot going on, and that really allows our participants to, again, be focused on that technique for those movements. We have rest periods built in to allow us to kind of recharge those muscles, get some oxygenated blood in there so we can really push on that next set. I always say in my classes, if you're not resting properly, you're not going to be able to push hard for that next set and really work to build those muscles. So the goal for Strong and all of our workouts here at Jolly Bodies is for you to leave feeling better than you came in. Strong is the perfect class for those who want to build muscle, build strength, or develop a really great foundation for movement. As I said, this technique can be applied to any of our workouts here at Jolly Bodies, and that's why I think it's so important for participants to come and hang out in Strong. It's hard work, we mean business, but we have a lot of fun. Again, my name is Katie. I hope to see you in the studio soon.